What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to John Mellencamp. Yes, indeed, John Mellencamp Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this song by John Mellencamp called Let It All Hang Out. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, hold it, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by John Mellencamp, no surprise there. And the video has 610,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. John Mellencamp, Let It All Hang Out. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
No bargain by the sewer sign, hot dog, my razor boot, water dripping up the spout. Hey, I don't care, let it all hang out. Hanging from a pine tree by my knees, sun shining through the shade. Nobody knows what it's all about. It's too much, man, let it all hang out.
F sharp, A,
Let it all hang out. Let it all
A,
hang out.
A.
Saw a man walking upside down, my TV's on the blink. Made Galileo look like a Boy Scout. Sorry about that, let it all hang out. Sleep all day and drive all night. Brain mind numb, can't stop now. Ain't no doubt, keep an open mind. Let it all hang out. 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 Let it all hang out.
Definitely a funk element in the drum pattern. On the snare. Accordion. Yep. Some interesting elements happening in this song. I wasn't expecting the accordion. That was a nice touch. It fits. It absolutely fits. The chordal progression, very simple, very repetitive. E to the D to the A to the E, to the D to the A to the E, to the D to the A to the E, to the D to the A to the F sharp, up to the A, down to the E, to the D to A, E. I mean, it's a very, very easy progression to follow. As a matter of fact, I'll show you just how easy it is. Give me 1 second here.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
All right, so here we go. Got my bass here. Believe it or not, this is actually the first time I played this since I've had the surgery, so I might be a little rusty, so bear with me. So, progression, E to D to A to E. Simple enough. Now watch. All we gotta do is play with the rhythm a little bit now, and we can funk it up just by playing with the rhythm a little bit. Instead of just playing half note, whole note, half note, whole note, we can spice things up a little bit. Right? Okay? And from there, we can spice it up even more. Maybe throw in maybe a little octave work. Or play with the fifth like I did by accident. And that actually would be a good transition back to the E again by doing that fifth of the A. This is the same note anyway. We can even spice it up a little more like that. With a progression as simple as that, there's a lot you can do. And then transitioning from the A to the F sharp, right, to the A, back to the E again. It's a very easy progression. Super easy to follow, super easy to groove with. It's not a whole lot to it, you know? But then again, there's an old saying, you know, sometimes, you know, I say this all the time, simple can be effective when you do it properly. And this is actually being done properly. It sounds good. Mainly what's happening to make it sound good is not even happening within the guitar or the bass. It's happening in the drums. The drums have that little bit of a funk feel to it with that snare placement. You know, you got a little bit of that funk feel happening within the drums that really helps add to the overall feel of the song, especially with what's happening within the chordal progression, having some influence, not so much on the chords themselves, but on the rhythmic placement of the chords. So it's being done well, without question. I got no issue with it. I got no problem with it. Stay. Let's get back into this and let's finish this out, shall we?
Raining inside a big brown moon. How's that make a baby of leg? Eating a root sandwich, sauerkraut. Don't stop now, woman, let it all hang out. Man in the straw house sure don't know what he's talking about. Don't leave us down the front porch, baby. Makes me feel like I'm selling something. Ask me in, let it all hang out. 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 Let it all hang out.
Yep. Simple, easy, short, sweet, and to the point. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Yep. And I'm going to be honest with you, folks, that's a good thing. If they had taken this song and made it like a 5-minute long song, I'm going to be straight with you all. I probably would have found myself getting bored pretty quick. So keeping it short and sweet, that's actually a good thing in this case. Honestly, there's nothing to talk about that I didn't talk about during the review. I didn't talk about during the reaction. So we are going to have a short review. I promise you it's going to be short. Do not get comfortable. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was John Mellencamp with Let It All Hang Out. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah, this is going to be a short review. Do not get comfortable. It's going to take less than 5 minutes, I promise. Let's get to the score, and you'll see what I mean. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.3. Yep, 6.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.3. What does that mean? Well, a 6.3 would translate to a pretty good skill rating. So overall, I think the song was pretty good. It would get 3 out of 5 stars, and it would get a B- letter grade. So there you go, a 6.3, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Yeah, B as in boy, B-. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Folks, when you've heard me in the past say simple can be effective when it's done properly, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Super simple, easy chordal progression to follow. E, D, A, E. You could literally play those on all open strings. If you're a bass player, E, your third string D, second string A, first string E, right? So 1, and then 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. You could literally play those notes on without even touching the fretboard. The only difference is they do the transition from the F sharp to the A, back to the E again. D, A, E. D, A, E. You could take that. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with that. You could really funkify things. You really could. And they did to some extent, not so much from a notational standpoint, but purely from a rhythmic standpoint. Mostly thanks to the drummer having that snare pattern. Doom, dat, dat, dat. Dap, dap, do dap. Kind of funkifying things a little bit. It was nice. I gotta say, that's what really helped push the score up into the 6s. Without that, we'd be down in the 5s. I mean, vocally, John Mellencamp's vocals here on this, there was nothing to him really. It was borderline spoken word. I mean, it really was. It was way down in the register range. Not a whole lot of attention to tone or projection or vowel formation or diction. He was just kind of speaking along with it. And then listen, for a song like that, it's fine. Just it sounded good. Just don't expect me to stay here and go, oh my God, that was one of the most impressive vocal work I've ever heard in my life. No, it was not. It was fine. It fit the context of the song, but that's really all there is to it. Everything else I covered during the course of the reaction. I mean, it is really nothing to this song. Is it easy to listen to song? Yeah, sure, no problem. It's a simple song, easy to follow, easy to groove, but impressive? No, not even close. But anyway, it is getting a pretty good skill rating. It's not bad. It's not bad by any stretch. I'm just not going to sit here and say I'm blown away by it. But yeah, 6.3, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 6.3, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I've spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.